What if I told you that a tractor built over 60 years ago with no GPS, no touchscreen, no computer chip can still outpull, outlast, and outwork machines that cost $250,000 today? Farmers across America are ditching their brand new high-tech rigs and going back to these iron legends. No dealer diagnostics, no software updates, just raw, unstoppable power. These aren't museum pieces. These are still working machines, and they're beating modern tractors at their own game. Number 1. John Deere 4020. If there's one tractor in history that has earned the title of legend, it's the John Deere 4020. Introduced in 1963 and produced through 1972, the 4020 was part of John Deere's New Generation series, and it didn't just change the game, it rewrote the rulebook entirely. At its heart was a 404 cubic inch 6-cylinder diesel engine, producing approximately 92 to 95 PTO horsepower. But raw power was only half the story. John Deere gave farmers something that had never existed at this scale before: a fully optional power shift transmission. That means a farmer could change speeds under full load, moving forward or reverse, without ever touching the clutch. This was a monumental leap in productivity, reducing operator fatigue and allowing precise speed matching to any task. The numbers speak for themselves. From 1964 through 1972, John Deere produced approximately 124,000 units of the 420, making it the best-selling tractor of its horsepower class in that entire era. Over the past 15 years, quality 420s have appreciated 40 to 60% in value, outperforming many traditional financial investments. Restored models today command anywhere from $25,000, with rare high-crop variants exceeding $60,000 at auction. Why is it still relevant? Because the 4020 is still widely used today for loader work, hay production, light tillage, and general farm chores. Its closed-center hydraulic system gives quick responsive loader control. Its independent PTO supports modern round balers, mower conditioners, and forage harvesters. Parts are still widely available. John Deere never stopped supporting it. Some farmers famously asked the question when the Gen 2 tractors arrived in Did Deere build the 4020 too well? Thousands of working 4020s across the world today suggest the answer is yes. Number 2. International Harvester 1066. The early 1970s were a turning point in American agriculture. Farms were expanding, implements were growing wider, horsepower demands were climbing fast. International Harvester answered with the 1066, and it became a backbone tractor on operations across the Midwest and beyond. At the heart of the 1066 was IH's DT414 turbocharged diesel engine, a 6.8-liter 6-cylinder powerhouse that tested at 106 horsepower on the drawbar and 126 horsepower at the PTO. That engine became legendary not just for its numbers, but for how it delivered power. The torque rise was strong and consistent. Farmers could drop into heavy ground with a big chisel plow attached and trust the engine to keep digging instead of falling flat. The drivetrain made it even more capable. A torque amplifier transmission allowed operators to shift under load, a crucial feature during long harvest days when stopping to change gears cost time and money. In just 6 years of production, more than 54,000 units were built. And here's a fun fact. IH produced its 5,000th tractor ever during the first quarter of 1974, and that milestone machine was a twin 6. The DT414 engine's legendary durability means it's not unusual to see a 1066 with over 10,000 hours that still has a healthy, working engine. Today, farmers and collectors alike value the 1066 for its mechanical simplicity, the wide availability of its parts, and the fact that you can actually fix it yourself without a dealer's laptop. Number 3. Massey Ferguson 135. When you talk about the most successful, most beloved compact utility tractor of the 20th century, the conversation always starts, and often ends, with the Massey Ferguson 135. Introduced in 1964 as part of the 100 series lineup, this machine went on to become one of the best-selling tractors of all time, with well over 500,000 units built across factories in Coventry, England, Beauvais, France, and Detroit, USA. The MF-135 was powered by the Perkins AD 3.152, so 3-cylinder, 2.5-liter diesel engine producing 45.5 horsepower and widely regarded as one of the most robust and parts-available diesel engines ever fitted to an agricultural tractor. Its Ferguson 3-point linkage with draft control hydraulics was inherited directly from Harry Ferguson's revolutionary designs of the 1940s, a system so effective it remains the benchmark against which modern hitches are measured. What makes the 135 genuinely exceptional is its combination of simplicity and reliability. It weighs approximately 445 pounds, compact enough to maneuver in tight orchards and vineyards, yet capable of plowing, mowing, baling, hauling, and light construction work. Farmers who used a Ferguson TE20 needed no instruction to operate the one. The controls were identical, and the massive installed base of Ferguson pattern implements already in use worldwide meant instant compatibility. In November 2024, the Newark Vintage Tractor and Heritage Show set an unofficial world record by assembling 23 MF-135 tractors in one location. That's not nostalgia, that's a fan base. The tractor is still sought after in the second-hand market globally, particularly in developing countries, because of its simple mechanical construction and the ease of sourcing parts. Production in Beauvais actually continued until 1986, a full 22 years of continuous production, which underlines just how commercially viable the model remained long after its initial introduction. Number 4. John Deere 4430. In 1972, John Deere launched its Generation 2 series, and the 4430 was the crown jewel. This was the first tractor to feature John Deere's iconic SoundGuard body cab, a fully enclosed, pressurized, sound-insulated operator environment that was genuinely revolutionary for its time, reducing cab noise levels dramatically compared to open-station competitors. The 4430 was powered by a 404 cubic inch, 6-cylinder turbocharged diesel engine producing 125 PTO horsepower, a significant step up from the 4020 it effectively replaced. The SoundGuard cab wasn't just comfortable, it was one of the first integrated operator environments in the industry, combining heating, ventilation, and reduced noise into a single unified cab structure. In the 1970s, John Deere's Generation 2 tractors set new benchmarks for operator well-being that competitors spent years trying to match. Today, the 4430 remains highly desirable for its combination of genuine pulling power, the comfort of that sealed cab, and the mechanical simplicity that makes it repairable without specialized tools or software. Many are still pulling plows, running balers, and doing row crop work on farms across North America. Number 5. Ford D5000. Introduced in 1965, the Ford 5000 rapidly became one of the most recognized tractors in Britain and across global markets. Ford built it as a direct replacement for the Ford Supermajor, and it delivered on that promise with a strong 4-cylinder diesel engine producing approximately 65 PTO horsepower, substantial output for a mid-sized tractor of the era. What made the Ford 5000 stand out was its balance. Power, affordability, and durability in a package that was accessible to medium-sized farming operations that couldn't justify the expense of a larger tractor. The Ford 5000 used a Selecto-speed transmission on some variants, an early attempt at power shift convenience, and its 3-point linkage was straightforward and compatible with a wide range of implements. Farmers valued the Ford 5000 because it was genuinely honest machinery. It did what it said, required predictable maintenance, and could be serviced by anyone with basic mechanical knowledge. Today it remains a fixture at vintage shows, a popular choice for small farm work, and one of the most commonly restored tractors in Britain, where its reliability and robust cast-iron build have kept many examples working for over 50 years. Number 6. Allis-Chalmers 190 XT. The Allis-Chalmers 90D XT was introduced in the mid-1960s and immediately earned a reputation for high power output in a competitive market segment. The XT designation stood for extra torque, and Allis-Chalmers wasn't exaggerating. The tractor was powered by a 6-cylinder turbocharged diesel engine producing around 94 PTO horsepower, making it a genuine heavyweight for heavy tillage and field preparation tasks. What set the 19 XT apart was its power-to-weight ratio and its suitability for deep tillage work. The engine delivered strong pulling characteristics that made it ideal for running multi-bottom plows and heavy disc harrows. The tractor also featured Allis-Chalmers' power director transmission, which allowed clutchless shifting between two ranges, a genuine productivity advantage in the field. Today, 19OPST tractors are valued for their honest performance, the availability of their Perkins-based or AC-built engines, and a parts supply that remains reasonably healthy through the classic tractor aftermarket. Many still work on farms, particularly in the American Midwest, where Allis-Chalmers built a loyal following that persists to this day. Number 7. International Harvester 856. The IH-856 was a big dog in its day. Produced between 1967 and 1971, it was powered by IH's D407 diesel engine, a 6-cylinder unit producing approximately 96 PTO horsepower, combined with IH's torque amplifier 2-range transmission, which allowed on-the-go power shifting under load. The 856 sat in IH's lineup as the step between the mid-range 756 and the high-powered 1056, and it found its sweet spot doing exactly what row crop tractors were supposed to do: plowing, planting, cultivating, and pulling heavy equipment without complaint. Its reputation for pulling reliability in tough conditions made it a go-to on grain farms across the Corn Belt. Farmers who operated the 856 consistently cite its durability and the sheer tractability of its engine, an engine that pulled with authority at low RPM and didn't demand constant operator attention. Today, the 856 is an active collector machine, and examples that were well cared for are still in daily service on farms, proof that IH built this tractor to last far beyond any reasonable service expectation. Number 8. Case 970. Released in the early 1970s, the Case 970 was built for farmers who needed serious work done with minimum downtime. Powered by a 6-cylinder diesel engine producing approximately 105 PTO horsepower, the Case 970 offered what farmers valued most in that era: pulling power, durability, and an uncomplicated drivetrain. Case equipped the 970 with a choice of transmissions, including a partial power shift, and the tractor's rear axle and final drive components were built to handle heavy draft work over long hours. Farmers who ran the Case 970 appreciated its ability to handle demanding farm work without frequent breakdowns, a reputation that Case had cultivated carefully since its earliest agricultural roots. The Case 970 holds a particular place in the hearts of collectors who believe that Case machinery of this era represents some of the most underrated engineering in vintage tractor history. Parts availability from Case IH's aftermarket network and independent suppliers keeps many examples working today, and its mechanical simplicity means a skilled farmer can handle most repairs without leaving the yard. Number 9. Oliver 1855. The Oliver 1855 was admired during its production years for one thing above almost everything else: smooth, refined power delivery. Produced from the late 1960s through the mid-1970s, the 1855 was powered by a 6-cylinder diesel engine producing approximately 99 PTO horsepower. Oliver positioned this tractor as their flagship row crop and general-purpose machine, and it fulfilled that role with genuine distinction. What made the 1855 special was the quality of its engine's power band. Operators consistently remarked on how the tractor pulled evenly and predictably across the RPM range, not with the surging, occasionally nervous character of some competitors, but with a smooth, confident authority. Oliver offered the tractor with their Hydra-Power drive, a partial power shift feature that allowed the operator to select a higher or lower range on the fly, doubling the effective number of working speeds. The 1855 has a devoted following among collectors today. Oliver was absorbed into White Farm Equipment in 1969, and while the brand eventually disappeared, the machines it built in this era are regarded as some of the finest row crop tractors of the period. Many working examples remain on farms, and the collector market keeps parts supply healthy. Number 10. Minneapolis-Moline G1000. No list of legendary 1960s and 1970s tractors would be complete without the Minneapolis-Moline G1000, one of the most powerful and genuinely striking tractors of its era. Introduced in the mid-1960s, the G1000 was powered by a 6-cylinder diesel engine producing around 101 PTO horsepower, and it was used extensively on large farming operations that needed serious pulling power. Minneapolis-Moline had always been known for producing high-powered, forward-thinking machinery, and the G1000 was no exception. The tractor featured MM's signature prairie gold and red color scheme that was instantly recognizable at any distance, and its long hood styling gave it a distinctive presence that modern tractors simply cannot replicate. The G1000 is now one of the most desirable collector tractors in the Minneapolis-Moline lineup, and working examples are increasingly rare. Those that remain are treasured both for their mechanical performance. The big engines are known for longevity and excellent torque at low RPM, and for their historical significance as representatives of a proud brand that competed at the top level of American tractor manufacturing. So that's it for today. If you like this video, then please hit the like and subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching.